Welcome back to Farming Simulator and video number 3 in this series on universal autoload. And today I'm going to show you an alternative, maybe better way of getting the XML data into the game for configuring vehicles for universal autoload. I might show you a bonus feature. Depends how long this takes. So the benefit of this method is it deals with two things. So the first one is if you go into Mod Hub, because you've edited these vehicles, it will tell you need to update them. If you update them, you remove the changes you made. That's fine, unless the mod updates. If the mod gets updated, if the mod actually gets updated and you want to update it, you would then lose the changes that you made. And this method is going to make it robust to that. It's also better for multiplayer because you don't need to share the edited mod. Everyone can just download the mod off of Mod Hub, and this file that I'm going to show you has to be uploaded onto the server, I believe, to work. So let's get out to the mods folder and I'll take you through this alternative approach. I am carrying on from the previous video, so I'm not going to show the Giants editor i3D bit. This is all going to be XML in Notepad++. If you want to see how to get all the numbers and stuff, go back and watch the first 2 videos in this series. I'm not going to keep repeating the things that I've already done unless they're really key to the video. So last time we edited the Lizard 28-foot timber trailer. We are going to go into 7-zip and we are going to open the archive because we want to get the information I created last time out of the XML. If you're doing this from fresh, you would just put this information straight into the file that we're going to add it to. So we're going to go into timber trailer. I'm going to go down to grab the information that I created and I'm going to cut that out so it's not in there anymore. I'm going to save and close and update. So that's the bit that we need. We're going to go up a level from the mods folder. Ignore that I have many mods folders. It's because of the way I manage mods. And you want to find your mod settings folder, which is this one. And then open up the universal autoload.xml file. So what you can do then is, rather than putting the configuration information into the mod, you put it in here and it gets loaded. So and there are examples as well for you to work from. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy in the stuff that I had in the previous one and we can delete this stuff. So if you use one of my previous videos to set this up, rather than putting that information in the XML for the mod, put it in here. It's the same information, you just put it in here. There's just an extra step that we now need to do to tell the game and universal autoload where the mod exists. So what I'm going to do is Loki helpfully provides lots of examples for this stuff. So first thing, make sure it's in between the 2 vehicle configuration bits, and you can check that in Notepad++ by using the minus button. It will close it up and what you've put in should vanish. So we're going to go up here, we're going to copy all of this bit. Make sure you get from the start of config to the end quotation mark. And we paste that in between vehicle configuration, and in this example use config. You might not have use config, you might just have a vehicle configuration and then the mod details and then it close out. So, but I have this set up to deal with multiple configurations. So watch the last video, you'll understand that bit. So what we need to do now is point it at our mod, not the example mod. So go back to Explorer. Go back to your mods folder, and for me that's mods universal autoload. Go back into the mod and I'm going to right click and open in 7-zip, and if we click and left click and then click again, it will highlight the text and you can just do a Control-C. That gives you this part, so we will paste that in. then we can close this. And then if we go back into the mod folder and click, and then click again, that highlights the text. Control C to copy it, and then paste that this side of the slash mark. So what you should have is the inside the quotation marks, you should have the name of the zip file without .zip. It's just the name of the zip file, a /, and then the name of the XML, and that should all be in quotation marks. If you've got it wrong and missed a quotation mark, it'll look like this, and the color coding will go wrong. So if we put that back, you'll see that the color coding gets fixed. Because I configured two different options for our mod in this example, we had a configuration for it being a timber trailer and a configuration for being a normal trailer. We need to copy and paste that down there. And now we can just save this. And we don't need that open. And close it. And it'll work. So let's load the game back up and have a look. I loaded the game back up, and we are back at the starting screen, and I'm going to go into downloadable content, and I'm going to update the timber trailer. So that would remove any of the edits that we made, simulating that the mod's been updated and you want to use it. So the other thing to mention is I have double checked between my initial comment and loading this up. And if you want to use this for multiplayer, what you need to do is copy that file in the mod settings folder into the mod settings folder on the multiplayer server. To do that, you probably need to use an FTP app to get to the mod settings folder. That's a bit more advanced, and I'm not planning to show that here, unless if people really want me to, I will do a separate video on that. So let's load into the game. So we updated our trailer, so that removed any edits that we made, and we've still got auto load. So we can just drive up to this random pallet. You can see the mess that I left after the last time I saved this video. We stop. We still have auto load. So yeah, we have, I think, cat thingies on the back. Not looked at some of the new stuff that was added into the game. So yeah, that's how, if you want to make either your edits robust to mod updates, or if you want to use universal auto load with custom configurations on multiplayer without having to share the mods, which, you know, obviously possibly issues around that. You can just share the single XML file that's the config for universal auto load, and that's fine. So that's that. This has been quite quick. So I'm going to show you a little bonus to address a problem that one of my community had. Back to the mods folder. If you use the Universal Autoload Mod Hub add-on, I know there are some people that don't necessarily want some of the configurations to be auto-load configured. So I thought I'd just quickly show you how to turn that off for a specific mod. So if you go U7-zip, open archive, go into config, go into supported vehicles, find the vehicle that you want to remove it from for whatever reason. So let's say we want to remove it from the self-made trailer. Make sure you select from vehicle config to / vehicle config. Again, you can use the ± to check that you're just getting one, and then just go into edit and comment, toggle single line comment. And that will just comment that one out, and then it won't work. Obviously, you will need to do file, save, close, update archive. And that's that. when you go back into ModHub, it will tell you that you need to update the mod because you've edited it. But if you wanted to do that, if for whatever reason you needed or wanted to disable auto load on specific vehicles that are covered by the add-on, that's a way that you can do it. So I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, click the like button. As always, comments, questions, suggestions, welcome. If there are things you would like to see covered, for example, getting that mod settings file up onto a multiplayer server, then stick a comment below, and I will see you next time.